If you only knew the power of the dark side, it is your destiny.
Hello everyone, this is Take the Gate, and I'm bringing you a story that was found on Crooks and Liars, and it was also posted on this website called the Philly Declaration, and the Philly Declaration is part of the Internet Defense League. And the story on Crooks and Liars was posted by Susie Magic, while the Defense League and Declaration story was posted by someone by the name of Dustin Slaughter. Now, the titles for both of these are different, and its first one on Crooks and Liars is titled "Cop Shows Up at Penn Student's Room to Question Her About Her Activist Facebook Page," while the Declaration post states, "Penn Student Questioned at Her Dorm by Philly Department Homeland Security over Ferguson PHL posts." Now, why is this important? Because I'm looking at this story as a bellwether for what's happening in the nation and what they're planning. So, this woman who is pictured here and here in a larger picture, she was in her mode doing her organizing. And she has been organizing a town hall meeting at this church here called Calvary United Methodist Church. And on the same day that she had a contingent of SWAT team members on warrantless raid on her dorm into her apartment that forced her to sign a confession, called this same church and called the church's sexton, Ed Fell, communists. So they are viewing anyone who is not them, who's not a police officer, who's not part of the 1%, as godless communists. Now, I've heard a lot of comparisons today about the United States pictured as the 1980s Russia. And I think that's farther from the truth. I think that the United States is a fascist government run by actors who were people who ran from Nazi Germany and who were fascists themselves. Just like this government is treating the fascists here to run carte blanche, not holding people accountable for their police brutality or corruption at the highest levels of power. And there has been, as you know, recently the budget was passed. Well, in that budget, there's nothing about police brutality, holding people accountable, and they are letting Wall Street trade derivatives again and putting the burden of the debt on the American people. So I don't see this ending as peacefully as people think. I think this is going to turn violent without there being an ask or demand for a new social contract which holds people accountable for the malfeasance, misfeasance, and nonfeasance in the course of their duties when they're illegal and held accountable. So we've had the shooting deaths across the nation, and there was the Archive Gallery in Arizona. You had Dylan Taylor from Utah. You had Darian Hunt from Utah. You had Tamir Rice from Cleveland. You had John Crawford from Beaver Creek. You had Mike Brown from Ferguson. You had two other individuals also from Ferguson. You had Eric Garner from New York, and you had the other gentleman that was shot in the stairway not carrying any gun in Brooklyn, and the police fled the scene in New York. So organizing against police brutality makes you a godless communist. Telling the truth apparently also makes you a godless communist. And this is a bellwether for where they're going. And you don't have to take my word for it. Right here is the confession they had this woman sign, Laura Krasovitzky. So why are we having police break into terrified student dorm rooms and forcing them to sign a confession, and trolling students' Facebook walls for comments that were not hers, using search algorithms that we know that they have. Why is that? Because this government is a captured government. And Homeland Security, whether it's run by local police departments or not, are not your friends. They are there to terrorize the American people. This is Take the Gate. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. I will leave links in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Signing out.